Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer. This is Metatron speaking. I'm going to be doing a message today from Archangel Michael. I have my Archangel Michael communication and safety spray from Amanda Ellis. So I'm going to go ahead and actually use this. Don't really need to use it. Can still communicate with Michael just fine without it. He said more, so I'm doing more. It smells really nice, so. Okay, so I'm going to do a message from Archangel Michael. He pulled oracle decks. I haven't pulled the cards yet, which I feel like that could be a big mistake, right? That could be a really big mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's 5 decks. Where do you want me to start? Here, 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 here. Gosh. Okay. So for whatever reason, he's decided that we're going to be using this deck. I don't use this deck when I'm like trying to pull a live message because let me see. I'm going to open this up and try to show you guys. A lot of the cards, I don't know. I'm just going to pick one. Okay, so like this one. This is not what Archangel Michael is picking. I'm just trying to make a point. So, and then the message is Oracle of Chaldea. I have no idea what that is. So when I use this deck, I always have to bust out like the book. So I'm not sure if Michael's trying to challenge me. He says no. How should I do this? Because sometimes when I'm being lazy, instead of shuffling the deck, I'll just start putting the cards down one at a time, and whenever it's the correct card, my shoulder goes up, so I actually might use that. See, right now you can't tell probably, but they're holding my no shoulder. So I'm just going to keep dropping cards. How many cards do you want in here? 1, 2, 3. 3 cards. Haven't hit it yet. So this is why I normally draw cards beforehand. I guess it's like, quote, slightly more authentic to draw them live, even though you guys can't see, like I don't have like a full body shot to show you guys. That's the one you want? And this one, he's making a point. Okay. So what he did, and I asked him in my head to do this. And next time I'll ask him to do it higher up on the deck. So when he decided he wanted one of the cards, the next 2 cards after that he wanted as well. And so there's this really crazy thing that all of my guides can do that just messes with my mind, where I'll tell them, I'm like, guys, I don't have a lot of time. Like, I need the correct cards as soon as possible. And like, I said that one time, and it was like the next card in the deck. And I just did, and it was like 7 or 8 cards in a row. And I was like, whoa, because whoever I'm working with, in this case, Archangel Michael, literally somehow is moving the correct cards in a row, because there's no way these cards are all in a row, the ones they want. And so you'll see, now that they've done it once to prove a point, they'll do it again on another deck. Okay. Sorry. What order do you want this in? Of course, these look extremely difficult. This one first, and then, no. This one first. Okay, so it's completely out of order. Michael, can I pull up the... Interesting. He's telling me I can use the guidebook. That never happens. So this is Deer of Delta. It's a very like mommy and baby vibe. And so the messages I'm trying to pull today are actually, I'm trying to pull messages that kind of speak to this exact moment in time. So here's the message that's in here in the book. Without any force, you can overcome even extreme negativities. Your real nature is gentle, which is powerful in its own unique way. You do not need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level, because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light. Okay, he started giving me a message before I could finish reading this. Okay, your real nature is gentle. You can overcome even extreme negativities. You do not need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. So there is something going on right now. It's going on. He's showing me like the mirror. It's going on here on Earth. It's going on other planets. It's going on in this like the spiritual realms. So there's something going on where low vibrational energy is out to play right now. It's this is a battle that we're in, right? This is a battle that we're in. So sometimes the dark side is a little more active than others. So right now they're just a little more active. So what they're saying is they're bringing this message forward to make you aware that if you're feeling off right now, lately, this week, you're feeling off next week. If you feel like your thoughts are a little bit low vibrational, if you feel like you've been more spiritually attacked or just kind of off, you can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. Make sure you are using a daily protection ritual. Make sure you're using it every morning and every night, and anytime something feels funny. If you have an argument with someone, if something happens at work and you feel frustrated or you feel embarrassed or you feel sad or any kind of interaction that you have that leaves you feeling an emotion that you don't like, you need to clear yourself after that, because when you go into that lower emotion, your vibration is exactly the same, unfortunately, as demonic energies or anything else that's a low vibration that would just love to attach onto you. And once it attaches onto you, it makes it more difficult for you to reach your top vibration because it kind of holds you down. Okay, that's what he wanted on this one. How appropriate for Mr. Communication and Safety to be talking about safety. Okay. Oh, this one looks interesting. I don't even know how to say these words. Beatitude of Sacred Rapture. Okay, let's see what this says in the book. Let your true self be seen. Search for the deeper spiritual purpose and opportunity for healing beneath conflict and suffering. Wow. If you have been in pain, this oracle brings a message of a joyful breakthrough. Your soul is growing stronger, more able to have faith in wisdom than in judgment or doubt. Commit to your spiritual path and know that you are making progress, even if things seem more difficult for a time. Know that any such difficulty is part of your healing and that you will successfully move through it. Okay. Again, talking about conflict, suffering, pain. There's a cycle right now. We're all doing this. And it's so hard for me to know when the collective is doing this because I don't have as good of a tap on them. I know when I'm going through something. And then as I hear about other people experiencing things, it all starts to kind of make sense. But they're showing me, ooh, okay, if you have, they're showing me, like, pretend we have a glass of water. We'll just try to use that. It's like a glass of water or like a swimming pool or something the water's very, very still. Very still. It's been very still for a long time. And there's all this like sediment and dirt at the bottom, and it's settled in like quite a thick layer. And they're showing me that it's being kicked up now. It's being kicked up now. We didn't know it was there because it was so calm. The energies, trying to find the words for it. They're showing it to me like it's cosmic wind. I know that sounds weird. Like sometimes there's cosmic wind, but most of the time there's not. So there was no wind. There was nothing energetic to stir up all of these energies within us, all these vibrations within us. And so the sediment settled at the bottom, and we were living in this clear space, and we were like, huh, things are great. I have that all settled. That trauma's gone. And now all this nasty stuff from the bottom's getting kicked up. I wasn't expecting them to do that this month. They didn't really say they were going to do that. So is this somehow tied into, are they the ones doing it? That's interesting. I guess this isn't a scheduled event for us. That's why they didn't give us a heads up to it. He's making it sound like it's tied into whatever the galactics have been up to lately. There's the cyborgs and the other low vibration galactic groups that are kind of behind the switch in energies right now. They're always behind everything, right? But they're saying they're somehow behind this like cosmic wind. I mean, here's the third card Michael chose. And since I stepped away, Theta of Venus. So, like, sure, it means something to someone, but I don't know what that is. And even the energies on these are kind of tough for me to read. Theta of Venus. Attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within you or around you, but do not give them a foothold in your heart. You are ready for higher understanding, to see things in a new and more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and highly spiritual life path. Okay, so attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies. So this is still tied into the same message from the last two cards. Basically, this onslaught of lower vibrations that we're getting hit with right now, they're going to tend to make you judgmental, fearful, doubtful, shameful, other things too. But it's going to tend to make you feel in a low vibration. So what you want to do, especially right now, because we know everyone's going through it, you want to be aware of it and observe it, and then kind of push it to the side. Go, okay, something happened. I feel ashamed. I feel shame. And then to notice that and go, okay, I feel ashamed, but it's okay. What I did is a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. I don't need to feel shame. That's not necessary for me to get learning and understanding from what just happened. So you can kind of push that feeling aside. And I literally imagine putting things in a trash can, and I will put the lid on top of the trash can when it's something I don't want. And so you'll want to do that, because the whole point of us being put through this turmoil and having these lower vibrations that are in us stirred up, the point is, on their side, their point is to have it gain a foothold in our hearts, to have it make a true impact. But this is a good opportunity for all of us to practice all of this spiritual growth. All of the things that you've been doing to raise yourself to a higher level, now it's being put to the test. How good are we at doing the things we know we need to do, and not just knowing it, but actually putting it into practice. So having the critical thought of ourselves and not letting that just run off and do whatever it wants, but going, ooh, okay, I'm being really hard on myself right now because I want to be perfect, and I wasn't perfect. I made a mistake, and I can hear myself being very critical of myself. And again, stopping it, observing it, sliding it over to the side, putting it in the trash can, put the lid on it. Okay, that's what he wanted from these three. I'm kind of intimidated now of what's going to come through on these next four, not going to lie. Okay, I'm going to put this deck away. Who do you want next? Oracle of the Mermaids. This deck, you would think it would be all like sweet and cutesy and full of mermaids, but oh, you know what? I'm going to do the method I normally do. So again, my shoulder is holding for the no, so I can start putting these down. This mermaid deck is really like unexpectedly intense. I've gotten some really, here we go. Yes, yes, yes. How many cards are you doing? Yes. You want done? This one? It's going in order. All done? Hey, goal. This one? All done? This one? Not this one. So I just did like I don't know. I think it was like 7 or 8 cards in a row. I'm asking him if he wants this one, and he says no. But you do want more. Okay. He's playing with me that he just did like 7 or 8 in a row. This is a lot of. I'm always intimidated when they do big messages. I don't know why. You'd think I would have faced this fear already and kind of this one. Any more? Okay, now we're done. See how many cards this was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we still have 3 more decks. I don't know. Big messages are intimidating because there's always going to be, for all of us, there's always going to be that little ego voice that's like, are you sure you can do that? It doesn't matter. Like for me, it doesn't matter that I've done it before. It's like, oh, what if it doesn't work out this time? What if Archangel Michael doesn't come through and you don't hear any messages? And then what? Oh, is this the order you want? No. Okay. This one, 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 this one. Well, that's interesting. Falling in love, kissing the divine in another, in yourself. Oh, he's killing me right now. Is it me, or does that angel look like a little bit like Michael? Am I reading the energy on these? He says yes. You don't want the words at all. Okay. So we have the angel with the wings, and we have this mermaid with the long dark hair. And mermaids, of course, live under the sea, under the ocean. So she's living low and he's living high. Perfect. Okay, I was just checking with him, make sure I'm getting this right. So, oh, okay. So this is just what you want to be thinking about doing right now, if you can, is coming to terms with your own darkness, integrating and making peace with your own darkness. I mean, this is more than making peace. Look at them. If she is representing the low or the dark, and he is representing the light or the high, they love each other. It's loving all of yourself, is what he says. Loving all of yourself. Loving the part of you that gets angry quickly. Doesn't mean you have to want to keep doing that. Doesn't mean you have to keep doing that. You can dislike a behavior of yours, dislike a habit of yours, and still love all of yourself. This is like self-judgment-y is what this feels like. This whole spiritual journey, this is what most of it is like confronting the dark and understanding the dark and transmuting the dark and integrating the dark, and can't always just, float up here in the high vibes. The real work is down here, down in the depths. Okay. All right. We got a lot of cards. Let's see which one he wants next. No, 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 no. No. This one? Guide. He just blinked my eye on my yes side. A guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. Am I reading? Okay. This is interesting because this is actually giving me, like, the words sound really nice. Oh, a guide, an ally. But the energy of the picture to me feels like secrets. It feels like gossip. Yeah, that's what they're giving me on this. So, ignore the words then, huh? Okay. Hmm. He's saying that there are untruths that are going around right now. And he's showing me like in the media. So I don't mention any media, so I can't even speak to this at all. But he's saying, don't believe everything you hear. Continue to use your own discernment. If something that you're hearing about feels low vibrational, if it feels like it's coming from a place of fear, if it feels like it's coming from a place of division, us versus them, question it. Question it and maybe discard it. Use your judgment. Okay. Sanctuary. My sanctuary is my bathtub. Okay. Privacy. Okay, we're not doing the words at all. Are we doing sanctuary? Mm. So it's almost like in reference to this. So it's like, this is what's going on right now in the outside world. We got some dark energies floating around, and it's making, it's bringing out the lowest vibration in people. So protect yourself. Put yourself in protective energy. Keep yourself sectioned off from others in whatever ways you can if the interactions don't feel right. This is interesting because he's making me feel like it's weird. it was different on the last set of cards because it just felt like, oh, hey, the darkness is getting stirred up in us. Let's just, be mindful of it. But this feels darker to me. This feels like there is well, of course there is. There's a specific plan in place by the energies that are stirring these things up. And so it's not going to get as strong of a foothold if we look the other way, if we disregard it, if we're like, well, I'm over here and I'm enjoying life. I'm not going to get tangled up in this drama. I'm going to separate myself from that because the collective, we all influence each other. So the more of us that can stay unaffected by whatever this plan is, the less impact there is. Endurance. Funny. I think that one's self-explanatory. Endurance, keep going. It's just, he's showing me like, it's just choppy waters right now. It's rough waters right now. We're going to swim through it and then it's going to be gone. It's just a little blip, but we just have to get through it. This one? I don't know if those words are going to be helping me. Coral's wisdom. Colony, delicacy, fragility, works that are created over great periods of time. Yeah, there we go. Works that are created over great periods of time. This is what, aren't these like just talking about the light worker? You gotta have endurance. This is not a sprint. This is a lifelong thing that we're working on. And something beautiful is being created, but it's a work. It's a work of a lifetime. We're not gonna just wake up in 6 months and be like, oh, great, it's done. We're all done. Everything's great now. It's gonna be worth it. Just like a coral reef. Okay. This one, this one, this one. Imrama? Who wrote these cards? Okay. Wonder Voyage, Crossing Deep Waters, Pilgrimage, Journey of the Soul. Look at this. One dolphin. Can you see this one? Two dolphins. They're on either side of the boat. Crossing deep waters. Yeah. Okay, so it's like referencing, it's like that endurance card where they were talking about, okay, we're going through this rough patch, but we just got to get through it. And they're showing us, we know it's rough. You've got a guide on either side of you helping you through this period. Because for some of us, emotionally, it's going to hit us hard in different ways. I love the animals they're bringing up. These are like the most relevant sea animals. Homeland, arrival, a journey ends, establishment, building, settled. Showing me that what we're going to be going through the next couple months is going to contribute to the foundation that we are laying as light workers for others to build upon. The sea turtle The sea turtle is symbolic of wisdom, symbolic of magic, symbolic of patience. So we need patience and wisdom to successfully reach the finish line. Beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. He's saying the beauty is the lotus blossom. The beauty is, so just like the lotus blossom, the individual who can be in the mud, in the darkness, in the difficulties of life, and still bloom and still become a flower. That's the beauty that we are all striving for in this lifetime. Oh, well, I guess this is a good omen. Atlantis, rapid development, excellence, success. Rapid development, excellence. Success is what he's highlighting. So, like, don't worry about it. This is just part of the game. We have the ups and we have the downs. Right now, we're going to have a little more dark energy floating around, but we are going to successfully get past it. All right, what other deck do you want? Archangel Michael's choice. And he's holding my nose shoulder. Let's hope he doesn't have to do like 30 cards out of this one. This deck is actually like either I'll pull a card from it and I'm like, oh, it's dead on, it's awesome, or I get one and I'm like, what? Okay, you want this one? This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Michael, are we done? This one? Keeps going. Come on, Michael. Oh my gosh, Michael, please, can we be done? He said no. You, Michael, are we done? I think he just. This is like not even funny, guys. Okay, because I just told you this deck is like hit or miss. Look at how thick these cards he just gave me are. This is a little bit ridiculous, Michael. Look, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16. You do not want all 17 of these. How many of these do you want? 12? He says yes. Can I get rid of these on the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's so totally messing with me. Can I start here? Okay. Oh my god. Remember I just told you that some of these cards I'm just like, what is happening? There's a chick riding a dinosaur. This is why we don't always use this deck. Okay, it says Descendants. Yeah. Yikes. Okay. He's talking about ancestral healing, which is crazy because we have a new service on ancestral healing right now on our website, orangelightenergy.com. So he's talking about trauma that has carried down from generation to generation to generation. And it's carried down so long that it's almost a joke. That's why he's like, oh, since the time of the dinosaurs, like, this is old, old trauma that keeps repeating and repeating and repeating down the family line, locking people into patterns of behavior that are detrimental to them. This is going to come up right now. Interesting. Okay, says we're done with that one. So yeah, so and the need for ancestral healing is going to be coming up. Do you want me to no? Now we're going out of order. This one, okay? Okay, seriously. There's no message on this one. I'm never using this deck again. I'm saying that for the record. Puppy. Michael, I really don't know. He says, yes, you do. Healing. She's okay, green and pink. She's wearing green. Her flowers are pink. So, heart chakra healing, higher heart chakra healing. These are going to be really important at this time. Things you can do to support those two chakras. Wearing things that are green or pink, eating things that are naturally green or pink crystals around you, green or pink jewelry, and also just doing things that are cathartic, like listening to a sad song or watching a sad movie in order to purge out some emotions, writing in your journal. You wanted the very last card. Okay, seriously. Michael's laughing right now. He's totally messing with me. Okay, cat's whiskers. Okay, we're not going to be relying on the words. Okay. Cat energy will benefit us right now. So cat energy tends to be a couple things, right? Number one, cats don't care what anyone else thinks. They don't care even a little bit what anyone else thinks. So that energy will serve us well. Lots of napping, lots of resting, lots of, you know how cats like to lay around and clean themselves? Lots of bathing, like taking care of yourself, sleeping a lot. This will benefit you. Curiosity and playfulness. So keeping that high vibration when you can. Cats do it in little spurts. They'll be curious and playful for like 30 minutes and then, the other 23 and a half hours of the day they sleep. Thistle. Wow. What's with all these flowers? Okay, so she's got like warrior energy, but the like other okay, if you ignore what she's wearing, if you did it like this, she's got elven energy big time. I'm gonna pull another card with this. What else do we got? This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Look at this. We are talking about elven people. Okay, just for the record, this little baby guy right here looks a whole lot like that one that would wrap around my neck that I've seen from past lives. Okay, so Dragon Keeper. So why are we tapping into that energy? Is it just support? I'm gonna keep going with these cards because something it's like I can't get the whole message. He's like giving me pieces. This one? Interesting. Angel energy with those wings and that halo behind her. It's actually Archangel Michael energy. She's got a sword too. Do these all? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Okay. It's starting to click now. We've got warriors. We've got participants from other planets who are assisting us right now. Here we go. Got the dragons who've come in to help us. We've got the angels who've come in to help us. We've got magical. Feels like wizard energy or witch energy. No, it's feminine. Who is that? Oh, this is interesting. I'm seeing a guide. I think they're like Celtic, Irish. I don't know. They're called the Morgan. It's like a goddess from that culture. They're showing me her. She's very formidable. What else do we have? No, no, no. This one? Oh, we have Oliver, who just walked in. Okay, can you lay down right here on my lap? What a good boy. Okay. Fields of gold. Ooh, okay. We've been talking a lot about gold lately. Do you see how the gold and the pink? Holy crap. Susan, my business partner, was just talking to me about this. She was talking to me about things that she was doing in her dreams. She was talking about her, and sorry, Susan, I'm telling your personal life on the internet right now. She's telling me a dream, and it was involving like Ashtar and Michael and other people that I can't recall right now, but she was doing work, essentially, doing spiritual work while she slept in order to assist during this time with these energies. And she was telling me that they had been using gold. See this gold right here, gold color. See how this is like circling around her? She was telling me that they had been using gold light or gold energy. And they had also been using pink amethyst, um, which I don't have any like around me at the moment, but no coincidence, I'm seeing pink and gold in a circle around her when we're talking about this. If you have pink amethyst, or if you have pink jewelry, if you have pink crystals, put them by your bedside when you sleep. Wear them in the day. Put them in your pockets if you can. If you have gold jewelry, wear it right now. It's protective. It's a high vibration. It doesn't matter if it's solid gold. It can be gold plated and work just as well. If you are in the market, sorry, we have Oliver here. If you are in the market for a new piece of jewelry, there is a business that is called Showthelove with Jennifer and Ariana, who are amazing human beings. They have this jewelry business. 100% of their profits go to charity. Think about that. 100% of their profits go to charity. Their jewelry is sacred symbols. There's symbols there for Metatron, Egyptian symbols, symbols for chakras. So everything's high vibrational, everything's very intentional. So if you're looking for a new piece of jewelry that has gold in it, Showthelove. I'll put their link in our description. Are we doing these? No? All done with? Okay. I guess he was messing with me on those too. This one? Okay. crazy, crazy, crazy to get that card. All right, I'm interested to see what comes up here. Oh, I forgot to show you the deck. Da, 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 da. Ooh, and because it's rainbowy, I have to do that. Michael, please don't do like a crazy amount of cards. When I work with Metatron, he does like 3 or like 7. He's just like, why are you comparing me to Metatron? You do want some of these, right? We're getting to the end. Oliver thinks this is funny. Is this one you want? 1, 2. He just gave me 3 cards. He just gave me 3 cards. Okay. This one first? This one first. No doubt in my mind, it says Anubis. This is raw. This is raw. This is like, this is raw. No, I mean, it says Anubis. It's an Anubis face mask, but this is the energy of boom. This is how raw comes to me. All schnazzy. And again, with the gold. Gold everything. Should I look at the other 2 cards? Okay, let's see how these go together. I don't know if I'm going to put this together. Okay, so this one says kindness. And it shows like a fruit bat / flying fox. Okay, and then this one, feeling that energy, bison, ritual. Ooh. What are you telling me? He's drawing me on this one to the color turquoise. Turquoise, turquoise, turquoise. And it's almost like he's referencing turquoise, the stone, the crystal. Again, massively protective. Turquoise is like its own amulet. Turquoise, if you're wearing a true piece of turquoise, if you have a true piece of turquoise on you, and someone sends ill wishes your way, someone says dark energy your way, there's a pretty good chance it's going to reflect off of that turquoise and bounce back to them. 100% chance if it's like an actual proper amulet, then for sure. I do have a service on my website for anyone who, if you're ever interested in just having a piece of jewelry turned into a protective amulet, and that's all you want done, I have it as a standalone service in case you're interested. Okay, but let's dig into this because this felt interesting with the bison. And the drums. But how are these connected? Oh. He's showing, this is weird. Okay, one, I couldn't figure out this card because I was like, hey, there are bats, there's this chick, there's fruit. I was like, this doesn't make sense. There's like these historical monuments back here that are probably famous, but not gonna lie, I don't know what they are. But they drew my attention to that. They're drawing my attention to this as like Egyptian energy. And they're drawing my attention to this as like Native American medicine. And the use of the drum and shaman. 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 Okay, that's somehow the key word for all of this. Because check out Anubis's little staff with the skull on it. So Archangel Michael is saying, so remember how we were talking about all like it's like the sediment that's on the bottom that's being stirred up, and they were talking about like ancestral healing, like we're digging up this stuff from long ago that we thought was gone, but it keeps coming back. And so he's talking about like ancestral healing going all the way back, and it's like now he's talking about these ancient energies that the spiritual side is calling forward. And he's showing them to me like they have their own consciousness. Like he's showing me Native American medicine or shamanism as having its own consciousness, almost like it's its own like archetype or whatnot. It's like its own living thing. The same with Egyptian, the same with wherever this is from, which I don't know, I guess she's probably on an island, I would think, with all that fruit and that pretty flower in her hair. Um, but it's like calling in all of these ancient wisdoms to help work on this situation with us. All right. All right, Michael. Last deck. Oops. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at the name of this deck. No coincidences. Yikes. Okay. Let's see what we get on this one. I guess I should open this up. Okay. And this is a giant deck. I think in the future, I will pull these cards ahead of time because I really hate having somebody tell me I need like 15 cards from one deck. I'd rather argue with my guides off camera than on camera. Are we done? Are you done? Are you done? Thank you. All right, let's see how many they got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This one first? No. This one first? No. 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 Ooh. Covenant. Sacred contract. Whose contract is this? Whose contract is this? Are we talking about like our individual contracts? No. Oh, interesting. He's talking again. This happened in another reading that I did for you guys where they had brought up the concept of contracts, and they had been telling me that some kind of law had been broken, some kind of rule had been broken by the darkness, and they're saying it again. There's something they did that they weren't supposed to do. Okay, what other card? No. No, no, no. This one. Well, which one do you want? Did I miss your instructions there? This one. Remember? Oh man, this is interesting. The last time I got this card in a message, and I believe it was the message that had the very similar situation going on. I couldn't figure out what they wanted from me on this one, and it ended up being a reference to New Earth. And everyone at the end was like, hey, that card's for New Earth. I couldn't put it together. So, again, dark side has broken some kind of law. In regards to New Earth. Let's see what the rest of these are to get a feel for it. No, 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 no. This one? Jeez, check out the color on that. Heart, home, compassion. Jeez, guys. Okay, seriously, just look at that because I don't know. Does that feel like an activation to anybody else? Those colors are glowing. The heart of New Earth. The heart of New Earth. Heart of New Earth. Horned cactus. Resourcefulness. Resourcefulness. Oh, this is this is what our hearts look like right now, he said. So see the green color? Green like our hearts, but check out all those spikes. So on the outside, as a species, as a planet, we're still prickly. We're still defensive. On the inside, though, on the inside, it's still good. On the inside, it's where all the water is. I feel like they're giving me this like one word at a time. This one? Repairing the veil, forgiveness. Okay. This is talking about how to not how to repair the veil, how to repair the prickly heart. It's forgiveness. You can't forgive unless you have compassion. Compassion is you seeing what someone has done to harm you, to do you wrong, and understanding that from the place that person was in, from the mindset they were in, what they did seemed like an option. It's being compassionate for other people's circumstances and limitations. Other people do the best with what they have at the time, too, right? Everyone's in a different place on this journey. What else do you have? Yeah, he's referencing for that card, needing direction. For this forgiveness, look at the gold colors. Look at like almost like this pinkish color to sew things back together. Things can be repaired. Things can be healed. Compassion and forgiveness and a change in perspective could undo things that you didn't think could be undone. He just keeps repeating it. Look at this. Reconciliations. Conciliations. So these feel like, this feels like personal messages, to be honest, for whoever's watching this, about forgiveness, compassion, reconciliations. So think about the people in your life and what relationships this might apply to for you. Ooh, yeah, a tidy house. A tidy house, clarity and organization. So It's like a call to action. Tidy up your house. Remember we were talking about over here? Heart home. Tidy up your house. Your house, your home is your heart. Tidy it up. It's messy. It's dirty. All that muck is coming up that's being swirled up towards us. We cannot get to New Earth without repairing some of this damage that's left us defensive, prickly. I don't want to say unlovable, but my goodness, do you want to hug a cactus? No. It even has horns on the cactus. Like, this cactus is just not itself whatsoever. Okay. So yeah, so let's focus on heart energy now as much as we can. Be aware that there's low vibrational energies that are just around more than normal, just elevated more than normal. It might make people act out more than they should. Be compassionate. Remember the times that you too have misbehaved and try to extend a little grace and mercy to others when they mess up, because we all do it. So let's be kind to each other when someone else is doing it, and hopefully they'll be kind to us when it's us. Bring in the green and the pink energies as much as you can right now to help support your heart. Is there anything else? No. The only other thing I can think of is if you bought like Amanda Ellis's sprays. She has sprays specifically for inner child and for heart energy, and the Mother Mary one also is like extremely comforting. So I feel like those would be good ones. Or the Archangel Raphael, she has one for balance and harmony. It's a green color. That would be a good choice too. So, okay, this is the message I have for you guys today. I will see you all next time. Bye bye.